Sometimes things happen to us that we want to avoid, or unpleasant events take us entirely by surprise. Could the universe want to point something out to us? In other words, do some events in our lives have a deeper spiritual meaning, and should we be aware of them? Welcome to Spirita Vivo.
From over time, you're suddenly asked to work, to car breakdowns that prevent you from getting to a necessary appointment on time, to sudden rain showers that leave you on the doorstep of an important business meeting. The universe knows no mercy. But don't worry, it is kind and acts out of love. It wants to make you aware of your mistakes and keep you from falling into the trap you set for yourself, lest something worse happen. The universe always has an eye on us. We live in the illusion of being the masters of our destiny, yet the truth is quite different. The spiritual world agrees that we must play with the cards that the higher powers deal with us on the day we are born. How we play the game of life, how wisely and prudently we play each hand, is up to us. Our intellect, free will, and ability to make long-term plans and weigh consequences are helpful in this. So much for the theory. In practice, it has happened to every one of us that we have made the wrong decision. The universe does not want us to run into misfortune. It says stop, and that is loud and clear. That means it has at its disposal for this. We reveal to you in today's podcast. Number 1. Your life bores you. Boredom, lack of perspective, and permanent frustration day after day are not the feelings of life that should make up the meaning of our existence. Do you find yourself at a point where you don't like anything or anyone anymore? Is this your destination? Sometimes losing the thread and interest is quite normal. But if terminal boredom becomes toxic, you need to pull the ripcord. It can lead to a downward spiral where you become more and more withdrawn and have no motivation to be active or try new things. A clear signal from above that something needs to be done. Number 2. You don't finish anything. 100 projects and one good idea lie unfinished in your drawer. You start everything but nothing that leads to a conclusion. Here lies dormant a distraction maneuver, which we humans think up to not have to think only about certain essential things. If you're constantly dancing simultaneously at what feels like 100 weddings, you better not have been invited in the first place. Quickly losing interest in activities is a sign that you're on the wrong track. This pattern can indicate a lack of motivation, concentration problems, self-doubt, or being overwhelmed. Number 3. Stress eats you up. Everything becomes too much for us when we don't love what we're doing. Do we rush from one obligatory appointment to the next and barely keep up? As for working off the to-dos on our seemingly endless list, something is wrong. Rushing in between and accumulating various obligations can happen. Recognizing when stress is getting out of hand and pausing is essential. People tend to behave in different ways under pressure. Some begin to drink more alcohol, smoke, use addictive substances, eat too much or too little, and experience sleep disturbances, social withdrawal, mood changes, irritability, etc., to name a few. The universe is showing us an explicit stop signal with this. Number 4. You repress specific thoughts. Our subconscious mind and the universe pull together regarding our happiness and well-being. If we are about to take a wrong turn, our subconscious mind leaves no stone unturned to point out this grievance to us. It constantly sends us annoying thought processes, dreams, certain emotions, or physical signals, and whispers and incessant ideas that we don't want to believe, but that get us back on track. Number 5. You're constantly sick or even have a slight cold. Our body sometimes speaks vicariously for our exhausted souls. It shows itself in the form of pain, insomnia, and a clinical picture. In any case, our immune system has to suffer from it and acknowledges this state of emergency with a constant stream of colds and infections. If we get sick frequently or suffer from physical ailments such as headaches, gastrointestinal problems, or chronic pain, it may be a sign that our body is trying to tell us something is wrong. It is essential to take care of our body and health and take time to meet our needs to process our thoughts and emotions. Number 6. Things break or fall out of your hand. If objects keep slipping away from you and perhaps even breaking, you can take these occurrences as a symbol of your current life falling out of your control, and the result will be a shambles. It can express excessive demand, which the universe wants to convey. If carelessness accumulates in your everyday life, these are remarkable finger pointers from above that you do not have everything under control now. You should rethink one or the other decision, which could prove to be disadvantageous for you. Number 7. Chaos rules inside and outside. Sometimes even an orderly person can reach a point where chaos breaks in. You suddenly find yourself in a life that resembles a single garbage dump with no prospect of improvement anytime soon. If you feel uncomfortable under such chaotic living conditions, the chaos contains a message for you. The universe uses this sure way to show you that unpleasant things await you if you do not change your path. It is time to think about your choices and actions and make changes to live a better life. Number 8. You are always late. It's always exciting and entertaining how the universe makes its intentions known. After all, if you're actually one of those punctual and reliable contemporaries, but suddenly you're constantly at loggerheads with the time and always running late, your chosen path is not the right one for you. You are probably overworked or too busy with other things, which leads to a lack of time planning and eventually to constant lateness. It's important to rethink your priorities and find a way to break out of this pattern and become punctual and reliable again. Number 9. You are forgetful. That should also give you pause for thought. If it's not your style to forget necessary appointments, dates, or deadlines, just like that. It is one of the insistent tactics of the universe. Quicker than we would like, our loved ones or employers will terminate our friendship if we do not have them on the screen anymore. Memory lapses do not have to be a harbinger of Alzheimer's disease. Often the universe is behind it and admonishes us to reconsider decisions. Number 10. Minor accidents happen. If you've lost sight of your original goal, the universe sometimes brings out the big guns to get you back on the path of virtue. Your trip, stub your little toe or elbow, burn yourself on the stove, or worse. Little accidents happen when we run straight into our more extensive misfortunes. Our conclusion today: be vigilant. The universe has you in its sights and wants to send you an important message. But don't worry. It's not about an apocalypse or a significant threat, but mostly about small, everyday situations that suddenly get out of hand. Constantly being late, forgetting, or even breaking things, the universe uses its abilities to shake us up and show us that we may not be on the right track. Remember that the universe is always on our side and only wants the best for us. So be alert and watch for the signals. A little nudge in the right direction can sometimes work wonders. Be grateful for every cosmic offer of help and act accordingly. Sometimes the veto from above is the greatest blessing for us because it wants to save us from great danger. So please take it as a chance and see it as that. If our podcast today inspired you, feel free to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to never miss a new episode. We would appreciate it very much. Thank you. and see you soon on our channel.